Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. We're coming to you live from SmartCon in New York City. Joining me for the segment, we have Andrew McCormick, head of eToro US. We're here to discuss the development of the retail investor and how social investing has supported their journey. It's great to see you as always. Welcome back to the show,
Likewise.
Andrew.
Thanks so much.
So eToro is celebrating 15 years of social investing. I can't believe it's been 15 years already. Discuss the development of the retail investor and how social investing really has supported their journey.
Yeah, look, life is better together. Whatever we're doing in community is usually a better place. And in terms of trip ideas, parenting tips, vacation suggestions, recipes, where do you go? You go to social media. And so why not the same for investing? And so it's a powerful resource where if you have questions about the markets or you just want to talk about markets, see what other people are trading, come to eToro and check it all out and talk, trade, share ideas. And it's such a great way to learn and give you that confidence to take those next steps.
Well, it's a good market for it too, because it's been choppy. We have ongoing trade policy discussions, government shutdown, and so forth. What's the sentiment right now with retail traders?
Yeah, I was really hoping for a boring 2025, but it certainly has not been. But sentiment is still positive, and the retail investor has gone through a lot in the last last 5 years, even lots of ups and downs, crises, and things like that. But overall, sentiment is still positive. We have something called a retail investor beat, where every few months we survey over 1,000 retail investors and ask them about the topics of the day: politics, AI, overall sentiment. We found that 80% in the last survey still feel confident about their investments, where things are going. And so I was really exciting and encouraging to hear. And of course, there's days like yesterday where markets are down and we're still seeing people buying the dips and they're thinking long term that this is a good opportunity to get something at a little discount.
Yeah, well, I mean, think about it. Over the past 5 years, it certainly has been helpful for retail investors to have that community, especially through lockdown and so forth. So you can certainly see the value there. As we head into the end of the year, well, U.S. financial markets have primarily been in a bull market, second quarter. Where have you seen retail investors most active?
I say three buckets. Unsurprisingly, tech, right? The Mag 7 names are still the most popular, and they're doing really well. In a lot of ways, they're carrying the whole market, it seems, at times. So that's one bucket. Crypto is obviously very popular, and here we are at a crypto conference, so it should be no surprise. But Bitcoin has been up and down this year, kind of flat. But last year the price doubled. I think the year before the price doubled, and got a lot of long-term believers in that space. And so still always looking to buy when there's dips. And third, surprisingly, I think financials. I think people realize that whether markets are booming or busting, the banks usually do well regardless. And so having your funds in a financial ETF for just specific names, typically over the long run, does pretty well.
Yeah, and in a recent survey, eToro found the adoption of AI with retail investors has skyrocketed this year.
Yes.
What do you think is driving that?
Yeah, I think it's in our day-to-day use. We're just going to ChatGPT and other AI tools more and more. I know a year ago, like maybe once a week I tried, and then 3 or 4 months ago, maybe it's once an hour. And now I feel like every 15 minutes, me and my wife, my kids are always going into AI and doing something. So whether it's art, recipes, tips, why not investing too? And so I think in our last survey from 24 to 25, the percentage of people turning to AI for investing tips more than doubled. And so I think that trend is only going to continue as this AI becomes better and more normal part of our life. I don't think you should ever just maybe turn it over completely, your investing strategies to AI, but what an amazing place to get a gut check. And the reality is most retail investors, we have jobs, we have chores, we got to take our kids to practices and recitals. You don't have time to read prospectuses and financial statements and earnings reports, but AI can do that for you in a much shorter period of time.
Interesting to see how that certainly plays out. Appreciate the insight as always, Andrew. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. And thanks for joining me from SmartCon. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.